Eastern white pine. White pine is a tall evergreen tree with rough cracked bark and long thin needles that grow in sets of 5. No other pine that is native to the eastern US has needles in sets of 5. The branch tips are edible in spring as long as you gather them before they get tough. The needles can be eaten while still tender or used to make tea all year long. The pollen cones are edible and also considered medicinal. The inner bark is also considered edible and medicinal. The seeds are apparently edible, but difficult to gather and process. Other pines and other evergreens with needles can look similar. To the best of my knowledge, all the pines have the same edible uses. Some of the other evergreens with needles are supposed to be edible, but some, like members of the genus Taxus, are considered quite toxic. This is the bark of a mature white pine. The bark of younger trees is less rough. Note the needles in a group of 5. Gather a handful of these, steep them for 20 minutes, add a little honey, and you have a great tasting tea packed with vitamin C any time of year. Make sure to harvest the new growth while still tender and light green. Here I am collecting pine pollen cones from a large open-grown tree. The tree is loaded with them, and I can only access the lowest ones. These pollen cones are ready to harvest, and these are at a perfect stage too. I gather large quantities every year, strip them off, and freeze them in quart jars. That way I can grab a handful to steep in hot water or throw them into a dish while I'm cooking. According to Arthur Haynes, pine pollen is good at protecting our bodies from the effects of radiation as well as other pollutants.